This feels really unique because we're continuing the second season of The Expanse, but we're actually just starting the second book, and this could go anywhere. Like, no, I'm telling you, anything could happen. I was trying to think of some possibilities this morning, like a couple of hours ago, and I started reminiscing and thinking about some of the characters we had early on in the show, like Miller's, the girl that Miller was always interacting with, his former partner, and I started thinking, man, I wonder if we'll ever see those characters again. And then my next thought was, maybe Miller will go back to Cerise and we'll reunite with them, and then it hit me. No, he won't. He really, really won't. And then I got sad. And then I thought, well, I better get ready for the day. And so what a way to start the day, just remembering what happened last. I'm very curious to see where the story goes from here. I believe in book 2 is where Gunny, I'll learn her real name at some point, and Avasarala, I think they're actually introduced in this book. So I'm excited to see what happens with those characters as we continue this story. We know the proto-molecule is still out there. One, like whoever the origin of it, whether it's a species or someone who actually created it, like they're out there, but also the Rocinante crew hid, that's out there. So I wonder, like, are they going to go find it? Are they going to keep it hidden? Is that a plot point that won't be relevant for a little while? There's also the ever-developing interworld politics, interplanetary, that's probably the right one. Earth, Mars, and the belt. It's so complicated, but especially after the events of the last episode with Earth sending missiles, Johnson kind of commandeering them with permission and then not doing what they expected. I'm sure we'll see the fallout of that in some capacity. So it should be really, really interesting. Of course, Protogen, big business, strongly influencing at least part of the government. That's concerning. What's going to happen with them? I do want to thank you for being here and watching The Expanse with me. It is an incredible journey, and I can't wait to continue that journey by watching this episode with you right now for the very first time.
Mars had been a colony for
137 years ago?
The best scientists and technologists humanity had to offer. Everything we built or mined or made was still the property of old Mother Earth. I'd been modifying the engine to boost fuel efficiency. I wasn't expecting much, maybe 4% better tops, and I was taking it out for a test run. Commence pre-flight check.
Hello?
The voice interface had been problematic from the start. I turned the damn thing off. The rest, I guess, is history.
In a quite literal sense. Dang. I did not expect to start with over a century ago history. Is this how book 2 starts?
My name's Solomon Epstein.
Solomon Epstein.
And I changed everything.
What did he do?
The consensus is that Eros was a test of a new Martian zero inertia drive. Eros was a wake-up call. Whatever it was, it's clearly the greatest technological leap since the Epstein drive.
The Epstein drive.
It's a weapon that will conclusively tilt the balance of power in favor of Mars. Dr. Iturbe, you're late.
The Rocinante and James Holden have gone silent, along with Fred Johnson and the Martian government.
Nobody's communicating at all? It's tough.
If there's anything left of Eros down there, we'll find it. We'll be on our way to Venus in a week.
I don't know that they'll find anything at Venus. Maybe.
150 missiles we launched.
Confirmed aboard on 121 missiles. Tracking has been very difficult, but we're confident we'll be able to account for all the rest in short order.
Crazy to even have close to 30 missiles still out there.
The UN will be monitoring your messages, so there's some things I can't talk about, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm okay. This time, I didn't run from the fight. The people on this ship, my friends, they helped avert a catastrophe.
How come you don't say, love you, Mum, and Dad, and Mum and Dad, and Dad?
It's understood. It's alien.
You still want to destroy our sample?
Yeah.
I think that might be wise. On the other hand, I don't know.
Miller told me he trusted us to do the right thing. And we did.
I wonder if he knew that his trip to Eros would be one way.
I think he did.
I think part of him never left that terrible little room where we found Julie.
I don't want to be the one who says who lives and who dies.
Whether you like it or not, you are the captain of this ship.
And doing a heck of a job.
So in the interests of the smooth operations of this vessel and the morale, Naomi and I are together.
To the shock of, I'm sure, no one.
When did it start?
Just after we got out of Eros.
I knew it.
I told you.
Did I say it? You know some bet, man.
Take a shot.
What the hell was that? That's because I like you, brother.
You said it was a punch.
I know.
I'm glad that me and Naomi being together isn't an issue for you.
She's a good person and I like her, but she's like a sister to me. I'd do her if she let me.
Nope. What? Weird, bro.
I'm glad we had this talk.
Me too. I never know how to take Amos, man. I love the dude.
I'll show you some. Nearly 30 of them.
Dang.
Where are they now?
That's the million-dollar question.
Could be a lot more than $1 million. Johnson?
Who knows where?
I'm sure that won't be a problem for anyone at any point. No one's doing anything nefarious, and nothing bad's gonna happen because of the, almost 30 nukes just flying off into... Never mind. Immediately proven wrong, I'm pretty sure. Oh, good. 137 years ago.
Better, way better
Solomon.
than I ever expected.
The FC drive was what enabled us to expand past Mars.
A high G burn hurts like hell. I felt like someone was standing on my chest. Shut down. Me?
You deactivated the voice, buddy.
Not that talking would have made any difference.
He's gotta move his hand now,
The
frick.
acceleration was making my body so damn heavy it was getting hard to even move.
That's a workout that you didn't plan for. Oh! I didn't expect it to break.
The most dangerous thing about being in a high G burn is that if it goes on too long, it'll kill you.
I asked you to that meeting to hear your opinion. You barely said a word.
He can only conceive the world in terms of things he's already seen.
His job is to explain science to politicians.
We all are like that to some extent.
A mysterious bioweapon unleashed by Mars, which Mars believes was unleashed by us, which we did not, did we?
No.
We did
Well,
not.
indirectly, maybe.
Janus thinks that means there's a new Martian weapon. What if this bioweapon isn't a bioweapon after all?
He's on the right track.
What if it is responsible in some way we can't yet fully understand for Eris moving?
He really is.
From somewhere else, somewhere beyond the reach of our species.
Yep.
The Eris incident was our first contact with alien life.
I have a file with 900 pages of analysis and contingency plans for war with Mars. My file for what to do if an advanced alien species comes calling.
Very small.
It's 3 pages long, and it begins with, find God.
That's...
I need to get to Venus. I will be your eyes and your ears. I'll be your own private back channel to everything we find, unfiltered by Janus and Aaron Wright. Let me prove I'm right.
That was fantastic. Meanwhile, back at Tycho Station, the heroes receive a hero's welcome. Well deserved.
With his final words,
Oh,
he said to me, "You are the future, Diogo. You must continue the fight for the belt. You must live."
oh man. I think Miller just became the stuff of legend.
These aren't rock hopper mining nukes. These are planet busters.
If they're smart enough to remove the countermeasures, the missiles could be retargeted and sent right back at the inners. Or anyone else in the system for that matter.
Scary stuff. He's not scared. Uh-oh.
This doesn't seem to be bothering you.
So I've got the missiles.
That makes sense.
the UN.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about it.
We could use some help removing the countermeasures.
What are you planning on doing with them?
They can be used as deterrents or a bargaining chip.
Earth and Mars are still in the dark about the protomolecule. We need to tell them everything we know about it.
That would cause system-wide panic.
True.
Until we get more information, we need to keep this under wraps. Earth and Mars are scared. And whenever that happens, Belters always lose.
Yeah.
Our first priority is to protect ourselves. We're gonna take advantage of every edge we've got.
I do have this kind of bad habit when people are debating or sharing different opinions, like whichever one speaks, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Then I hear the other, that makes sense too. It's a thing. But I want everyone to know everything. But I do understand Fred's right. Like the Belters will get screwed one way or another. So of course he's gonna try to look out for the Belters.
Just on pure instinct, no time to think. Because if you think, you're dead.
We need better things to think about.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Need to 2 team shifts.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Hey. Hold Hold on there, partner.
Well, Heroes welcomes over.
What the hell?
Amos.
Amos!
Oh yeah, that happened fast.
Okay. You live here or something? Yeah, I got a flat next door.
Next door's a brothel.
Well, you know.
Oh, no. You two enjoy yourself.
Well, Alex is having second thoughts now.
All right, darling, it's all right.
That was honorable of Amos, though, I think.
I want to know where you and I stand. Now, I've been straight with you since the first time I approached you after the Donninger.
He has, despite my initial suspicion.
You're not being straight with me. After you left Arrows with Miller, first time, you cut thrusts for nearly 5 hours.
You've been poking through our nav logs.
Yeah, you got me curious.
Amos was forced to kill a friend of Miller's. He needed some time to work through that. And then Miller wanted to give his friend a proper burial at sea, which means that it's none of your business.
We're on the same team.
That's the thing with all of you. Earth, Mars, the Belt, the OPA. There shouldn't be any teams.
Especially
it's a beautiful dream, son.
With what
and
we're
I
up
hope
against.
we're around to see it come true. In order to survive, you have to pick a side.
I'm with Holden. Like, I'm an idealist. I want everything to be that picture perfect rosy world. But Fred Johnson's the realist. And he's right. Realist. He's a realist.
The only thing I could do was try to signal for help. Even though I couldn't talk, Katie would realize that I was in trouble. She'd figure out a way to help me.
How? Does anyone else have access to a drive that can move as fast as yours? No one could catch up to you, right?
My last chance.
No! Okay, I was gonna say this can't end with him dying, but it was 137 years ago. He's probably dead. But not like this. I mean, they used his drive. So
I think we should let people know about Miller and Julie Mao. Not all the details. Nothing about the protomolecule, just about them. A Belter and an Earther who was an OPA member that sacrificed themselves to save the cradle of humanity.
yeah.
The Inners need to hear that. He was a good man.
He was a pain in the ass, suicidal ex-cop
Perspective.
who got the job done. Okay, I'll do it.
Yes.
We have to destroy it. We can give our sample to Mars.
What? Since when has Mars done anything that wasn't in the interest of Mars?
They saved our lives.
Well, that's the problem. Everyone's only doing things that are in their interest.
And then we're gonna have another Eros or worse. The only way to prevent that is to destroy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree with Holden. On the other hand, there is still a source of the protomolecule outside of Protogen, outside of anyone else. And it's probably gonna rear its head at some point. And so
Everything ready?
I like to think we can just destroy it and everything will go back to normal and everything will be fine forever. Amen. But I think we all know that's idealistic, but not realistic.
It's done.
Yeah.
It would appear so, according to that monitor. I was thinking she might have faked it. She really believes we should keep it. I don't know how that works, but I think good for her. That's an interesting choice. We'll see what happens eventually.
Sooner or later, it happens to us all. A sustained high G burn, what usually kills you is a stroke.
Oh.
She had the plans for my drive.
Jeez.
They'd make her rich for the rest of her life.
She had the plans. Maybe he does die.
Mars would be able to move outward, mine the asteroids, colonize the belt. My drive would give us the edge we needed to finally break free from Earth.
When does he record this message?
Build a new world for ourselves. That's the wonderful and terrible thing about technology. It changes everything.
For better and for worse. That's pretty accurate. Oh, that's right. Our other crew. Our Martian crew. Ooh.
You really believe Earth is going to try to take this station?
Why else would we be here? To guard soybeans, apparently.
Look on the bright side, Marine. At least you're finally off the bus.
Yeah, we shoot the soybeans, sir.
Only if they shoot first. Dickman, you're getting a little close to the UN line. Back off. Maintain 2 clicks minimum separation.
Backing off. Don't want to make the Blues nervous.
They're walking toward you armed? Is it just because they're close to the line, or are they planning on crossing it?
Jules Pierre Mao.
Yes.
He's a good man, Christian.
No, I don't think so.
His own daughter was working with the OPA to stop him.
So you really believe that he was trying to destroy the Earth? Is that right?
He was playing with powers he couldn't control.
That I believe.
You should convince him to come in from the cold.
You're really willing to cut him a deal?
Yes, and for anyone who could help us understand what we're dealing with.
I can reach out to his family.
And please let them know that, if they can't, I will rain hellfire down on them all. I will freeze their assets, cancel their contracts.
There it is.
Cripple their business. And I have the power to do it, because I am the hero who helped save Mother Earth from the cataclysm that Jules Pierre Mao unleashed. And by the time they can pull the strings to force me out, it'll be too late. Their family will be ruined.
Dang. She doesn't always play fair, but she will use everything in her arsenal for what she believes in.
Make sure you tell them that.
I was struggling to see a reason why Jules Mao would turn himself in, Jules Pierre Mao, until she said all that. Now I think there's a chance he just might do it. Oh man. She's the MVP of the episode again.
What the hell you doing?
Fixing the Martian flag.
You're defacing it, Picasso.
I'm making it accurate. Deimos ain't a moon anymore. It's just a bunch of rock.
Okay.
That is not funny. I disagree. 17 Martians died in that attack.
You wanna do something about it? Take a shot.
You don't even know why I'm mad at you, do you?
Yeah, because I took care of that guy who was kicking your ass and I made you look weak. The way I see it, there's only 3 kinds of people in this world. Bad ones, ones you follow, and ones you need to protect.
But so I'm the one you need to protect, is that right?
Yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
I let a breaching pod with 25 people get blown to pieces in order to protect you. I'm a big boy, Amos. Fight my own battles.
Amos is so, honestly, he's just interesting.
I'd suggest discharging the gyros first. A lot of missiles countermeasures trickle backup power from the guidance systems.
She's gonna help.
Belters have to help each other. No one else will.
Facts.
Heading into Ganymede's shadow, we will be in visual blackout for the next 48 minutes.
Continue patrol and do not linger on the border.
This is Stickman 1, understood.
Say 48 minutes is just enough time for everything to fall apart.
What do we have here? And it's definitely unarmed. Probably just an unlicensed ag drone from one of the greenhouses. Copy that.
I wouldn't be too sure. Uh-oh.
String movement on the UN line. They appear to be charging us.
Uh-oh.
They're jamming us!
Stickman, are you under attack?
Come again, Stickman.
I need a surface visual now!
Oh my gosh. So this is how the war begins. I mean, this is gonna have ramifications.
They are engaging in orbit.
I don't fully understand.
Not our problem. Spread out, make a line. As they cross that line, you will fire. Do you understand the range?
I don't fully understand like why this is happening, but it's happening. We cannot deny that. So be prepared and get ready for combat because they're going to cross. Why? I have no idea. No, don't you? Okay, I thought it was over. I was gonna be ticked. Okay.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Oh no, hang on now. I don't want Sutton to die. I like him. He's a good commanding officer. Did that just happen right after I said that? Quite literally rude. Maybe devastating. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have Gunny, aka Bobby. What happened here? Okay, combat transpired. Oh my gosh. Who's still alive from this? Oh, frick. She's in trouble, but she's still alive. Did her whole crew just get wiped out? I hope not. I really liked like all of them. They had such interesting dynamics, and so like surely some of them are still alive, and not just her, who's gonna barely be alive in a minute because she's losing oxygen. And what the heck? That doesn't seem human. Is that a proto-molecule person? Okay, that's an episode ending. That leaves me with the biggest question marks I could have. What the heck? This is definitely a show that excels in answering questions, but like, popping open a can of way more questions and just pouring it out in front of us. What in the world is going on? First of all, just the way they chose to go about the fallout from the previous episode. Honestly, it probably makes the most sense. I'm over here like, now everyone's gonna communicate. Maybe I'm a lot more like Holden than I thought. I'm thinking everyone's gonna communicate. We're gonna team up and really solve this mystery of the proto-molecule together. Interplanetary Alliance. It's the IPA, baby. No. Instead, we all just remained siloed and working at it and continuing to believe what we already believe. Earth blames Mars, Mars blames Earth. Johnson's the only one who seems to have all the information, of course, with the Rocinante and the OPA. The rest of the belt, I think, is pretty much just in the dark. Of course, I loved Avasarala's little speech there, threatening, powerful. Like, she is a force all on her own. She is a force to be reckoned with. And I love that she is coming after Jules and his government puppet. That's how I choose to see him. Maybe it's not a strictly accurate picture, but it's certainly a prime example of big business and government colluding for, the detriment of humanity in this case, quite literally. It was powerful. And can I stop pretending like I want to talk about anything other than the final moments of the episode? Because what the literal what? What? I need about 100 more whats to fully capture the amount of what I'm feeling inside of my body right now. What? Apart from me not understanding the final shot of the episode, it seems like Ganymede. I wouldn't have picked Ganymede and anything around Jupiter being the central point where it seems like conflict really is truly escalating between the UN and Mars. On the other hand, maybe that's not an accurate read of the situation because it sure looked like a proto-molecule person to me in that final shot. And it's like maybe those probes, maybe I misunderstood what the conflict was. Like those probes, maybe they were scanning for a proto-molecule. Like maybe they weren't even interested in the Martian crew there, but they certainly paid the price, didn't they? It seems like Sutton is gone. That kind of upsets me because I really liked him. He seemed like a very reasoned person, and he kept with some of the choices he made. He kept Mars and Earth out from conflict previously, but that might be over now. It might be. I don't know. I'm going to assume Gunny, aka Bobby, her name was in the captions. I don't know if they said it. She is alive for now. Is she about to be captured by the proto-molecule person? I can't imagine they introduced her and made her so cool just to kill her off without her ever actually having to do anything or interact with the main cast and crew. On the other hand, that's certainly possible as well. So in conclusion, anything can happen. It's The Expanse. It's a great show. It continues to be a masterclass in storytelling, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So we're going to do that in the next episode, and I hope to see you there. Bye.